Here's a weird expression. I survived by the skin of my teeth. What? I don't know about you, but my teeth don't have skin. So what's going on here? Well, this is obviously an idiom, which is essentially an expression that has a different meaning than the literal interpretation. Things like spill the beans or pull someone's leg. This particular idiom comes from the book of Job. No, not that Job. The one in the Old Testament of the Bible. Job was a wealthy man who was known for his piety and integrity, and he was blessed with great wealth and a large family. But Satan challenged Job's faithfulness, claiming that he only remained faithful to God because of his prosperity. With God's permission, Satan stripped Job of his wealth, his family, his health, causing him to suffer greatly. 3 of his friends arrive to comfort him, and while well-meaning, they essentially tell Job that he must have done something to deserve his punishment, and he should confess and repent. Job insists that he has not sinned, and in the 19th chapter, Job responds, saying, "How long will you torment me and crush me with words?" He continues with various poetic descriptions of how God has ignored his cries for help, and in verse 20 he says, "My bones stick to my skin and to my flesh, and I have escaped by the skin of my teeth." So, what does this mean? Was the skin of one's teeth an expression that was in use at the time? Maybe. Did that refer to the gums or some other metaphorical skin? Is it just something that's lost in translation? Also certainly possible. There's some suggestion that a play on words is happening here, as essentially a Hebrew homophone is used. I don't know any Hebrew, unfortunately, but I believe it's the word or, referring to the skin and flesh in the first part, and the skin of the teeth in the second part of the sentence. The second version of or might actually be derived from the Arabic word for the bones in which the teeth are set, meaning possibly the skull or maybe even just the gums. Essentially, he's saying, my skin and flesh cling to my bones, and I am left with only my gums or my skull. But whether the phrase makes sense or not, it is caught on and is a common idiom in English, meaning you barely made it, such as, I passed that test by the skin of my teeth.
D+, I pass. I'm gonna graduate.
On a side note, I find verse 23 just below that a little interesting as well. Job says, "Oh, that my words were written. Oh, that they were inscribed in a book." Well, you got your wish, Job. And for those who are unfamiliar with the book of Job, I won't leave you hanging. Despite his hardships, Job refused to curse God and maintained his faith. And in the end, God restored Job's wealth and health and blessed him with even greater prosperity and a whole new family. Well, except for his wife, maybe, who was the only one who he didn't lose initially, as noted by comedian Tim Hawkins.
Think about Job's wife. She must have been a real piece of work. I mean, the devil took everything from Job, man. Killed his kids, killed his servants, killed his livestock, covered Job in boils and sores. But his wife did not die. Hey, devil, Job's wife's right over there. I know. Trust me, leave her. I know what I'm doing.
The Bible isn't clear on why his wife wasn't taken from him along with everything else, but she's definitely not portrayed in a great light, telling him to curse God and die, advice that Job does not take. Interestingly, she is not mentioned at the end of the book when Job gains all new children, so it's unclear if these children are from her or a new wife maybe, but at any rate, of all the weird and confusing things going on in the book of Job, somehow this random idiom has managed to persist all these thousands of years later. Isn't language fun? Speaking of which, if you want to learn about some other plays on words, check out this video about homophones and homographs.